What's up, everybody? It's DC. I'm here with WYK Production. Shout out to Reese, the director.
All right, let's get it. So, DC, tell us where you're from.
I'm from the Bronx, South Bronx to be exact.
Oh, wow.
Yo,
Boogie down Bronx. All right, so DC, how did you get your name? Is that like a stage name? I know your mom didn't give you that name.
Nah, she did.
Hell no.
That's actually my name.
Wow.
My first name is Destiny. Y'all don't need to know my last name, but yeah. So DC, those are my initials.
Oh, okay, cool. How long have you been a poet or an artist, rather?
I consider myself a writer. I've been a writer as long as I could write. Like when I was a little kid, I would come home like, "Mommy, I made you a book." Like with like 2 sheets of paper stapled together. But I've been doing like spoken word poetry and just poetry in general for about 3 years now. Nice.
And you curate your own shows as well, right?
Yes, I do. My first open mic was actually held last month on the 31st.
Nice.
And yeah, it was pretty dope.
Nice. What inspired you?
Honestly, I don't know. As a little kid, I just really liked reading. I always felt like I was in a different world when I was reading, and that eventually turned into creating my own. Like, it's just like I'm unhappy with where I'm at, or I am happy with where I'm at, but I just want to manifest it into something more. So,
what new projects are you working on?
I'm actually working on a book that I should be publishing really soon. I keep saying that because I was supposed to publish like last month and this month, but you know, you can't rush art. So I'm gonna be publishing a book called Sincerely. Either Sincerely or Sincerely Annabelle Lee. I also have a stage play that I'm trying to produce as well. That's called 7 Deadliest Duties. I also have a novel, and it's called The System's Burden. So.
Are you casting any actors for your screenplay?
I'm trying to. So if you're an actor, actress, you know.
All right, so you can make sure y'all hit DC up for that role, okay? What's the goal? Cause I see like you write and you curate your own shows. So like, what's the goal?
Honestly, the goal is just to write, enjoy my craft, perfect my craft, as well as giving other people a platform for their craft. Because growing up, people want to hear stuff like, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, and there's nothing wrong with that, but once they hear someone say, oh, I want to be a writer, I want to be a singer, a rapper, anything in the arts, they kind of like shut you down, and they're like, but do you think you'll be successful based off of that? And it's just like, the goal is to just show people, just do what you love, perfect your craft, and that's really it. Yeah.
Normally I interview artists that rap and sing, so I'm still curious, who do you listen to right now?
So number one is Kehlani. I love Kehlani. I also listen to The Weeknd, not the new Weeknd, the old Weeknd. He's mad mainstream now, so I listen to Cardi B, you know, that's when I want to get hype or whatever.
Yeah.
I really don't stay, you know, I'm not really in tune with
all the new
stuff. Yeah,
that's cool.
So I mainly listen to underground artists, so people you don't really hear often. I like calm vibes type shit. So.
Okay. Tell me about your worst show experience.
So my worst show experience, I was on stage actually, and I was having like a panic attack. And
oh wow.
No, but like when I got off the stage, everybody's like, "Oh, we didn't know," da da da. But I'm sitting there, I messed up mad words. Like nobody knew because it's my writing, but I was supposed to say the, and I said damn, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, so that was my worst. In my head, it was my worst, but to other people, I guess it was okay. So that was my worst experience.
What does making it mean to you?
Making it to me is really just being happy with where you're at. That's as successful as anybody can be, just being happy. Yeah. So that's really making it to me.
I actually agree with that. What's the hardest part in your opinion with growing a fan base?
For me personally, I feel like my hardest part is I kind of have no filter, so I'm very opinionated. I always say
what's your sign, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh.
I get that reaction.
It's honest, like it's too honest.
I get that question a lot and that reaction like, so just having a fan base it's a little difficult when you really don't give a fuck what you say, and people aren't always gonna like what you say.
Right.
People aren't always gonna relate to you, but at the end of the day, I don't care. So I'm still put out whatever I want to.
Yeah,
and not a lot of people are gonna hop on the bandwagon if not a lot of people are already on it. So that's the hardest part.
Unfortunately. So if you had to choose between what makes you happy and what makes you money, which one would you choose?
Happiness, definitely happiness. I don't need money to be happy.
Right.
So what is money really doing for me? It's materialistic.
So my last question. So what's gonna make you different?
Honestly, what I just said. Like, I'm very outspoken. What's gonna make me different is the fact that I don't care if I'm different or not. I'm gonna be myself regardless, and I'm gonna accept other people for being themselves as well. So. Do
we get that in your like your poetry as well, like that honestness?
I think so. Personally, I feel like my poetry is really raw and authentic, and when I write, I just pour my whole heart out. So it's just me saying whatever comes to my head, whatever feels right, whatever flows. So I feel like if you don't get that, that's on you. But I feel like I put that out.
Nice. Well, I really appreciate you for coming out, DC. Would you mind giving us like a show performance?
Of course.
All right, cool. Let's get it.
All right, so this one is concupiscent dreams. Not everybody knows this, but concupiscent means lustful. So, anchored in the depths of her brain, I could no longer grasp onto the thought of how she would taste if I would allow her to pour herself onto my tongue. I could no longer grasp onto the thought of her body yearning to be set free from the chains shackled around her indecency. I could no longer take these concupiscent dreams, forced to disobey a strict regime. And baby girl, pardon my French, I just wanted to hear you scream. The sounds of literary bliss as the tale of us strips off my lips. You see, I was stuck in an atmosphere where I was forced to run against a stampede of what-ifs and how-tos, where an unfamiliar sound of thudding against my chest warned me that it may not always be wise to go against the grain. Yet when the tips of your fingers are used to sculpt my physique, I can't help but to go insane. So I yield. With a wave of one flag, insanity becomes a game made for two. As our bodies embellish a Monet carving by a corrupt artist who foreseen the beauty our madness was able to manifest into. You looked down and I looked up, yet the playing field stood even. You waited, it was my move. Enticed by my entree, I forced foreign emotions to come loose. I knew your heart had been misused and abused. Events I could have prevented, being scared is no excuse. So the scriptures I've written between your legs are my promises to you that I'll be the one to do right. And although I'm an untamed woman perceived as a wreck, I know you're a savage, so baby, please accept. Shepherded by my hunger, I took what you deemed mine. A gas slipped with the parting of our lips. You were pleased, as was I. It made no difference that we were not two minds cut from the same cloth, since King Midas's touch knows no boundaries. So we continued to test limits, break barriers, bend rules, energies combined by the same fuse while we ride till the wheels fall off. If the wheels fall off, even if the wheels fall off, I'll ride. Losing myself while you slip inside, and we'll avoid the consequences of tomorrow, for all that matters is what we make of today, tonight. Tonight, these concupiscent dreams allow us to be free from our fears, from our insecurities, from what we may never be, from what I hope will be, from what fate chose us to be. And tonight I ask of you, baby girl, pardon these concupiscent dreams, but if I may ask, did you like it too when I made you scream? So I mainly just use Instagram. So you can follow me on Instagram at childishxdes. The word childish, the letter X, and DES.